He came, he saw, he heckled. Over the weekend, Patriot Front, a white supremacy group that believes their ancestors conquered America and bequeathed it to them and no one else, marched along the National Mall in downtown Washington, D.C. The police escorted members throughout the city when one cyclist did this.
Wear Walmart khakis. Get a life. Natasha. No one likes
no
you.
memory of America to continue.
Your mom hates you.
No history
Your friends hate
to fight for.
You were the losers of your high
We have
school
gone
class.
out into this once
You're a bunch
great
of
country.
incels.
Hurricanes
You're sloppy.
are cast adrift
You're not even
and
matching.
crushed
You all
underfoot.
got different types of pants on.
The cities
Cargo
have
pants are out. Reclaim your virginity.
turned.
So, let us now bring in that gentleman who was on the bike there, Joe Flood, the writer and photographer who heckled the group. All right, I have to ask you, why this tactic? Some people would come out blasting them in a different way. You were sort of joking, but, throwing barbs.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of protests and counter-protests in D.C., and yeah, it usually involves people yelling back and forth. So when I rolled up on the bike, I thought, and I would do something different. And they looked so ridiculous lined up in front of the Washington Monument with their leader giving this really boring speech. It was just sort of the perfect moment for me to roll up and start hurling insults. And I tried to be as personal and direct as possible because I think that gets to people more than if you just start cursing at them.
Yeah, at one point I heard on the video, I heard you say, "Oh, I got into your head," when you made a joke that one of them was a General Custer's illegitimate child. I do want to ask you though about seeing this scene. These are white nationalists, white supremacists, who believe this country belongs to them and them only, and only to people of European descent. What did you think when you saw this group with no one else there to sort of say, "Hey, this is not cool"?
Well, they snuck into the city without telling anyone, and they've done this before. They sneak into the city, no notice, except for the police, obviously, and they march around for like 20 minutes and leave to get their photo ops. And that's why there's never been people counter-protesting them. And so when I saw on Twitter that they were marching around and I was nearby, I decided that I had to go. And when I got there, there was no one else yelling at them, so I decided that I should yell at them.
Joe, did you hear anything from them? Did they say anything back? Was there any response?
Yeah, when the speaker, the leader, couldn't memorize his speech and he kept looking at his notes and he kept pulling out his speech to read it and then he put it back in and started reading it again. And I yelled at him like, "Boring, why can't you memorize your speech?" And at one point I'm like, "Boring, this is going on too long." And he was like, "You should get comfortable, this is gonna be a while."
Joe Flood, thank you, and thank you for making us giggle about a very serious subject.
Thank you.